Hey gang, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? I hope that you're all doing well. My apologies for being MIA for a little while. Going on almost 2 weeks, and I am so sorry about that. I've been just kind of dealing with some things mentally, and I just needed to take a little bit of a break, but I'm back, and I hope that you're all doing well, and I hope that you will all check in down below and let me know how you are doing. I have got quite a few things to say today, so if you are not prepared for a little bit longer video, then put me on pause for a minute, go and get yourself something to eat, to drink, whatever. Sit back and relax, and we're going to dive right in, and we are going to have a little bit of a discussion today on several things. So I've been doing a little bit of homework. I've got some notes. I've got some things. And I couldn't come here without having done some homework, as you know. So first and foremost, we're going to get the elephant out of the room, the Topiramate update. I'm really struggling with it. I'm really thinking right now that it is not working. I've actually gained about, I had not weighed myself in all honesty in probably a week and a half. I've gained either 4 or 6 pounds back. And I am not happy about that, I'm not gonna lie. And so I'm just struggling a bit with that. So that's been a little bit of my struggles since last we talked. And part of me has considered, as if you've been here for a hot minute, you'll know that from in the past videos I've talked about maybe increasing my my dosage a little bit. I just don't know that I want to do that. I do need to make an appointment, go back and see the doctor, because as scary as it is, I'm really considering getting off of it and just trying to eat healthy and just doing something different without anything. And maybe several of you, maybe I'll lose the whole lot of you because you are here because of Topiramate. But I'm going to continue. If I do quit taking it, as always, I'm going to be upfront and honest with you, and I'm going to tell you the truth. If I quit taking it, or if I change my dosage, or whatever it is that I decide to do, as always, I will be upfront and honest with you, and I'll tell you. Doesn't mean that I'm going to stop making videos. I have been making videos here on YouTube for probably 5 years, here and there. I've done, makeup beauty box unboxings, and did one about my hysterectomy surgery and the prep for that, and the before and the after, things of that nature. And I love YouTube. I love my YouTube family, and I'm going to continue to make videos. And if there's something in particular that you would like me to talk about, then please feel free to comment down below and tell me what it is that maybe you're struggling with that you would like to discuss, so we can kind of put it out there, put it on the table. But that's where I have been at. I've just really been struggling, and I've been struggling on more levels than just the fact of having gained weight. Even though it's not all of it, and I'm struggling with the fact that if I do get off the Topiramate, am I going to gain all of it back? Which that, pardon my French, it scares the hell out of me, because I don't want to gain back 36 pounds. I don't want to do that, because that could very easily happen, and I don't want that to happen. But I also know that I really feel as though my depression and anxiety will be better if I do get off the Topiramate. Maybe not, but I truly believe that it will get better getting off of that too. So, you know, I'm struggling with those kind of things, and so that's kind of my, that is my Topiramate update where I'm at. Where are you guys at with it? I know there are some that are still here that have tried the Topiramate, that it didn't do anything for you. Some of you, you've taken it and you just did not like the side effects at all. Some of you have taken it, and you know, I know that there have been a couple of gals before I started making these videos that I had reached out to that had lost over 100 pounds. It's like, that gave me so much hope, because I thought, wow, if it can work for them, you know, that could work for me. And it's just like I got to that between 35 to 40 pound area, like what has happened to me with a lot of other diets, and I get stuck. And I know that there are a myriad of things that take place, you know. The pituitary gland, you know, has a set point, and things change, and it depends on your diet, which my diet has been bad, and I'll try to remember, let me make a little note so that I can remember to come back and tell you something that I'm going to try in regards to diet, but not a diet plan, but just healthier eating. But I've just been struggling also with the fact of looking at naturally thin people who, and God bless them, no shade to them at all, but it just boggles my mind at the fact that some people can just be naturally thin and they can eat whatever they want and they don't gain a pound. And I know, please don't be hating on me. I know that there are people, because I do have a couple friends that are like that, that struggle to put on weight. And they've told me, you know, just as hard as it is for you to take off weight, it is hard for me to put on weight. And I don't know, I'd still rather have that issue, struggling to put on the weight, you know, being naturally thin versus being heavy my whole entire life, and struggling and that whole situation. But anyway, with that, what I want to say is that I've been doing a little housekeeping, and what I mean with that is with my social media. I love Instagram. I don't know if any of the rest of you are on Instagram. I know there has been one gal, and hello if you are watching, has reached out to me. That's not her name, hello, I'm just saying hello. Has reached out to me through Instagram, through my DMs, to talk about the Topiramate, and anyone is welcome to do that as well. I don't mind that a bit. You know, if it's more private for you, if you've got questions or concerns, or, you know, you just need somebody to talk to, I'm perfectly fine with that. I don't have a problem with that at all. But on Instagram, I was spiraling down a slippery slope, because I was following a myriad of different types of people. In my struggle to try to find acceptance in this crappy world, I was trying to find, where do I fit in? What, you know, who has a body shaped like mine that other people find socially acceptable? I guess is what it boils down to. And not that I look like this at all, but just to understand, I would follow people on the broad scope, on the broad spectrum. I followed girls to try to get inspiration to lose weight from like that are probably a size 0 on up. But I'd also follow girls that were plus size models up to probably a size 30 to try to feel better about myself, in that it's okay that I'm not a size 0. Does that make sense? That these plus size models, at least what it looks like, or what they're making it appear to look like, is that they are comfortable in their own skin. They're putting it out there. They're putting pictures of themselves in swimsuits or negligees, or dresses, and whatever kind of clothing, and just getting in front of the camera. Period. I struggle sometimes just getting in front of the camera to come talk to you sometimes, just because I struggle to look at myself. And when I'm looking at you, I am looking in the viewfinder, I'm looking into the camera. I don't even actually have to look at myself. I know that I am in frame, and I don't even have to look at myself. And that's crappy. And that's another thing that I want to talk about today, is being more positive about ourselves. But anyway, from the housekeeping perspective, what I decided to do the other night, I dug my heels in and I went through Instagram and I started unfollowing. And again, this is no shade to any of the people that I unfollowed. It was just something that I had to do for me. It was a healthy boundary that I had to set up for myself. Because what I felt like I was doing by following all these people was, I kind of took a step back and took a deep breath and said, what am I doing to myself? I'm looking at these size 0 models, and I'm looking at these 20, 24, 26, 28, 30 and on up size models. But it's, it's like a roller coaster, as you're scrolling up through the Instagram photos, because here's a size 0, here's a size 24, here's a size 16, here's a size 30, here's a size, and they're all beautiful. But for me, in my mind, and trying to find acceptance of myself, I felt as though I was putting myself through a lot of unnecessary pain, even though I really didn't realize it at first. Because part of my brain was saying, on that 0 side of the spectrum, I don't look like that. That's all that the guys want. Guys only want these beautiful Barbie-shaped girls with the big boobs and the tiny waist and the nice bubble butt. Again, no shade. Beautiful figures. That's what the guys want. And I'm not that. I'm never going to be like that. I'm just not built like that. I do have a bigger framed, I'm a bigger framed girl, big boned, but I would look at that and I would think, part in the back of my mind, even though I wasn't constantly, drilling on that, but in the back of my mind, I'd be thinking, that's what guys want, that's what guys want, and I'm not like that. So in the back of my mind, I would be degrading myself. And then I would see these plus size models and think, are they really happy? Are they really happy at that size? Are they truly happy, or is it just a moment in time, a snapshot of that moment? Do they really wish they were thin? I don't know. They're telling me that they're happy. Are they truly happy? Do you see where I'm going with this? Because for me, and again, this is just for me, I don't know, maybe none of the rest of you can relate, I'm just telling you what goes through my mind. And it's like, because I know at my size, and when I look at a picture of myself, it makes me cringe because I'm not happy. I'm not comfortable in my own skin. And even as much as I know that I need to lose weight, and even as much as I know that I would look better thinner, I still like to eat. And I don't always feel like I eat that much, but I know I'm just eating not the best foods for me, not the healthiest foods for me, and that's my downfall. But I digress on that for a moment. My point in that whole thing is where your mind takes you. And you don't even necessarily really realize it or recognize it in that moment, in that instant when you're scrolling through those pictures. And especially with Instagram, because Instagram is just, I mean, there's that tiny caption at the bottom of the picture, right? If you are an Instagrammer like me. You know, there's just that little bit, but it's a barrage of pictures, one after the other, after the other, after the other, and it depends on what you follow. And for me, again, I had to do some housekeeping and clean some of that out. I was also following a lot of transformation sites. You know, here's this big person and they lost a bunch of weight and skinny. And I'm not saying that that's not maybe necessarily motivating. I thought maybe it was motivating for me. And not to say that I may not go back and find some other pages that I may, you know, start to follow. But for right now, I'm just kind of cleaning house, and I just thought, I'm just not there yet. I'm not, I just need to strictly have it be healthy meals that I see, or makeup, or planner stuff, because I love to decorate my planner. Things that are not so, how do I want to say it? Things that just don't take me on such an emotional roller coaster. And because I'm trying to heal my mind, my spirit, my soul from the damage that I have done to it by looking at all these things. And I'm trying to be nicer to myself. And this was one step that I took recently to do that. And one thing, well, I made myself some notes. Some things that we all need to do. Each and every one of us. This is not just for me. This is for you, each and every one of you, to start being nicer to yourself. You know, I got divorced about almost 7.5 years ago. And I finished raising my son, and he moved out. And so the last few years I've lived by myself, which is fine. I mean, I've got the, you know, pheasant Grizz and my guinea pig Butternut. If you've been here for a while, you know my dogs and my guinea pig. But it's just, as a human, just me living here. And so I've just really gotten out of the habit of cooking, of shopping, of, you know, like good, healthy shopping and cooking, because I've kept repeating a nasty phrase to myself. It's just me. And when I got thinking about it the past few days, I just really kind of had to apologize to myself, because that was really degrading to myself. Because by saying it's just me, I was telling myself that I wasn't worth it, that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't worth taking the time to shop for healthy things, or I'm not worth taking the time to cook a healthy meal, or I'm just not worth doing anything nice for, you know. It's just me, you know. No big deal, it's just me. And folks, we are a big deal. We are important, each and every one of us. And so if you are anything like me, and if you say that phrase, I'm going to challenge you to take that phrase out of your vocabulary. Stop saying it's just me. You know, when you go to cook something, or you go to whatever, it's just me. Please stop saying that. I challenge you. And I'm also challenging myself, because we are worth it. We just have to stop beating ourselves up, you know, stop degrading ourselves with the negative self-talk, the negative self-thoughts. And this all kind of goes in line with when I cleared out a lot of my Instagram. And this can be for Instagram, this can be for YouTube, this can be for Facebook, whatever social media platform that you currently use healthy boundaries. If there's something there that gives you a check in your spirit, don't be afraid to take a step back. And maybe you know, if you can't just take a step back and just like not look at it, then unfollow, uncheck, unfollow, undo, and go away. It doesn't mean you can't come back to it. But maybe for a period of time, maybe you just need to kind of give your brain a break, give your heart a break, give your mind a break, to kind of refocus and, you know, reevaluate some things in your life. Something else that I am doing to try to help myself in being kind to myself is putting up positive quotes up all around the house. You're worth it. Love yourself. Be kind to yourself today. Do something nice for yourself today. You know, I've always felt kind of quirky about doing that, and because it's like, what if somebody sees it? And it's like, 98% of the time I am here by myself. So it's only going to be me and my animals that are going to see it. And if someone comes over and they see it, and if they would make fun of me for it, that's a pretty crappy friend. Because we as friends should be lifting each other up, not tearing each other down. And so please keep that in mind. If you go to a friend's house and if you see something that maybe they've got an inspirational quote or an inspirational picture or something up that is uplifting to them, encourage them. But please don't make fun of them. Don't tease them about that. That's something that's could be very close and near and dear to their minds and their hearts, that they need as a reminder on a daily basis. So just always keep that in mind, because what's the golden rule? Do unto others as you'd have done unto you. So remember that. You don't want somebody to do it to you, don't do it to somebody else. Let's see here. So before I get into a couple of diet pill situations that I've looked up, the one thing that I wanted to share with you, and this is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form, but something that I've decided to try is a food subscription box called HelloFresh, because I got, I want to say like $20 off for the first week. And it's supposed to be delivered on June 11th. And if you would like to see what I'm getting in the box, I would be more than happy to do a video on that. Please comment down below if you've made it this far. I'm already 25 minutes in and I have not even gotten to diet pill situation that I wanted to discuss. But if you would like to see what comes in my HelloFresh box next week, please let me know down below. I'd be more than happy to share it with you. If you are new here, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button, and also make sure that you click on that notification bell so that you know when I upload. And I promise you that I will be uploading a little bit sooner than I have this past week and a half. It was just a little bit of a mental break that I needed. So with that, let's get into the other portion of what I wanted to talk to you about. First and foremost, if you decide, if you have taken Topiramate, or if you are not taking it and you decide to want to do something else, regardless if it's a prescription that you're thinking about or over the counter, and especially anything, but especially if it's over the counter, do your homework. Make sure you investigate. Google those ingredients and do it before you buy. Do not, I repeat, please do not go out and buy a product and then come home and then do the research on it. If you are having trouble, here's a tip. If you're having trouble finding the list of ingredients on a product online, you know, like if you go to Google XYZ weight loss pills, but you know they're at Walmart, go to Walmart, take out your phone, go to the pill bottle, click a picture of the back where it's got the ingredients list, take it home, the picture, not the bottle, and take your time and look up those ingredients. Because there are a lot of times there are deadly ingredients in some of these, especially if they get mixed with something that you're currently taking. So please, please, please do your homework. Google those ingredients before you buy. Because once you buy that stuff, 9 chances out of 10 you cannot take it back. And why waste your money? Because a lot of those pills are terribly expensive. Okay. And also, you know, something that is just a wise, conscientious idea is to try to, and I'm preaching to myself when I say this, to eat a healthy, balanced diet, to try to get our vitamins and nutrients as best we can from that, as far as, you know, taking any supplements and things. Now, a couple of things that I have looked up. I looked up one. Well, there was one ingredient actually that I looked up. I'll start with that first, and it's called Garcinia. Have you heard of that? Garcinia, Garcinia. The drug class is metabolic and endocrine herbals, and you should be looking for this ingredient. If you are looking for weight loss pills over the counter, you need to be looking to see if this particular ingredient is in the pills that you are considering buying. Common side effects for Garcinia include nausea, upset stomach, diarrhea, headache, dizziness, and dry mouth. The serious side effects of Garcinia are mania, euphoria, delusions, overexcitement, very fast speech, decreased need for sleep, and irritability. And it can give you heart palpitations and liver toxicity. Just because something says that it is all natural does not necessarily mean that it is healthy for you. Okay? Garcinia is an herb, but it can also be extremely, extremely dangerous. And also, beyond that, if it is mixed with other things, can make it even worse. So if you come across something, an over-the-counter pill that's got Garcinia in it, and I'm no doctor, and I don't even play one on TV or on YouTube, if you're old enough, you'll know where, you know, I don't play one on TV. Anyway, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, I'm not in the healthcare profession, but it's just common sense. If you see Garcinia in an over-the-counter weight loss pill, please put it back on the shelf and walk away. You mean too much to me to see anything happen to any of you. Please put it back on the shelf. It is just not worth it. There was one that I saw, a weight loss pill that I wanted to talk about today, that somebody must be talking about me because my nose is itching. We're a little over 30 minutes in. Is it you because this video is so long? Shame on you. I'm just teasing. Anyway, this particular pill has been popping up in my news feed on Facebook. And maybe it has been on yours as well. I don't know what particular ads that you get on your Facebook. I don't know that everybody sees the same thing. But it's called HUM. H-U-M. See if I can show that to you. They have a lot of different products. And this one in particular, if you could read that, is called Skinny Bird. And this is our all-natural weight loss program. Not mine, theirs. It just says our. It says unique vegan SMAC formula, reduce stress eating, boost metabolism, curb appetite, chromium to support healthy blood sugar levels. Now, they tell me the 4 main ingredients, which I want to show you, and you can see all my notes on here. First and foremost is the 5-HTP, and if you have been here again for a hot minute, and if you have experienced my other video on 5-HTP, you'll know not necessarily a good ingredient. If you have not, please go find that video. If I can, I'll try to remember to link that below. That can do a number on your hormones terribly. Granted, I'm sure this is probably not in the same dosage as what I was taking, but still, in conglomeration with all these other ingredients, it still makes me a bit nervous. I don't have the percentage here listed of how much is in it. I digress. Yes, I do. Well, at least they talk about it. They talk about 300 milligrams 3 times a day, 30 minutes before meals of this 5-HTP as a supplement. I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't do it. It can be toxic. That's the first ingredient that I wanted to discuss. Another one is called, now this one, I'm going to spell it too, because I'm going to struggle with the pronunciation. Caralluma fimbriata. C-A-R-A-L-L-U-M-A F-I-M-B-R-I-A-T-A. Caralluma fimbriata. If I am wrong, correct me down in the comments, but that's what we're going to go with for tonight. It says that it's supposed to be to help lose weight, build endurance, and suppress thirst. Do you really want to take an ingredient that's going to suppress your thirst when we're typically told to drink 8 glasses of water a day? I put 3 question marks behind that because I was just like kind of flabbergasted. But now here are some of the side effects to the Caralluma fimbriata. Stomach pain, constipation, gastrointestinal issues. And it says 500 milligrams for 60 days, and that it's not necessarily effective past 60 days for long-term use. If you have a significant amount of weight to lose, such as I do, 60 days is not going to take you very far. Just saying. But now this is not for this particular pill. This is for this particular ingredient. I just want to clarify that. Okay. Green tea extract. We've all heard, some good things about green tea. Having a glass or a cup of green tea, once in a while, that's not too bad, but we all know that it can dehydrate you, okay? But here's a few things that you may not know about green tea if you have too much of it. It can make your anxiety worse. It can make anemia worse. If you have a bleeding disorder, you shouldn't take it. It can cause an irregular heartbeat. It can affect your blood sugar. It can potentially cause glaucoma and high blood pressure. And then the last ingredient that they show here on this sheet is chromium. On the good side, it says it's for weight loss and improved blood sugar. So you've got the green tea that can affect your blood sugar, and then you've got the chromium that's supposed to improve your blood sugar. I don't know. And chromium is also supposed to be good for depression, PCOS, lower your bad cholesterol and raise your good cholesterol. Now on the flip side of that, it might affect your brain chemistry and might make behavioral conditions worse. It can lower your blood sugar too much, and it can possibly cause kidney damage and liver disease. Now granted, keep in mind that that is the information on each individual ingredient. Each individual ingredient in excess, okay? But also keep in mind that they're also putting all of these ingredients together in a pill that have some not so great side effects. Things that could potentially mess with your blood sugar and mess with your anxiety, especially that 5-HTP. I'm not joking when I talk to you about that. Go watch my other video. That really messed me up. Please be careful. Again, I can't stress enough. Do your homework. And if there is a pill out there that you're not sure of, that you want me to do some research on for you, leave it in the comments below. I would be more than happy to do that and to do a video on it for you. I would love to do that for you guys. Make me very happy to do that. I want to provide you with information, knowledge, and knowledge, same thing. Knowledge is power. You want to know what you're doing. You want to know what you're taking before you put it in your body. Don't be dumb like me and get the 5-HTP thinking, oh, that sounds great. And I know better, and I still did a dumb thing. So please don't be like me. Okay? Do your homework. Know ahead of time. If you don't have the resources or the computer or whatever to be able to do your homework, and you want me to do that for you, or you just don't have the time, leave it in the comments below and I will look it up for you, and I will do a video on it so I can share it with everyone. And please, please, please let me know how you're all doing. I don't care whether you're on Topiramate, whether you're not. I just want to know that you're all okay and how you're doing. And I am almost 40 minutes into this thing, so I need to go change out my laundry and make something for dinner. So anyway, I pray that you are healthy, that you are happy, that you are safe. And I pray that you have peace in your life. Until we meet again, my friends, have a fantastic rest of your week. And I will catch you on the flip side. Bye, guys.